Does your body swell up?
My body's swollen in the morning and my lips look like I've had them injected.
Yes, some people, I find that I have another American friend that happens to.
I think it's dehydration.
Swells?
This is my theory. My body is just, all the salt goes to my face and it puffs it up. I'm not a scientist, but just trust me. Hi, I'm Leah Lamarr.
And I'm Bella Hull.
And welcome to Rats of the Roundtable.
Please do not listen if you are operating heavy machinery, are a blood relative, or an ex-boyfriend.
We are not responsible for hurting your feelings.
Welcome
to Rats of the Roundtable. Oh my god, that table's like so round.
That's so round. That's so round. Oh my god, that table's like so round. So round.
I told my husband the other day, I said, I really want to work on my posture.
Yes.
If you see me hunched over,
let me know.
Let me know. And then cut to, I'm like on the toilet with the door open, hunched over.
And you're like, babe, come see this.
Yeah. And I'm like, babe, look. And he didn't say a fucking thing to me.
He wasn't, he was upset.
Traitor. Yeah. He was like, my wife is Gollum.
Do you ever treat yourself to bad posture?
Yes, you're like, oh, what? But I've been good all day.
I've been good all day.
Let
me just have a slouch.
Why not?
There's something about it that feels like you are resisting.
It's naughty.
It kind of feels a bit feminist also, because it's like I'm resisting the beauty standards by looking like a hunchback.
But then think about it the other way, where then you go back and you're like, oh no, look at me, my shoulders are so power posing. So you know what's so funny is power posing apparently doesn't work, but it does work for me.
It does work for me. Before I go on stage, often if I'm nervous, I'll just like
hands up
and like
hands on hips,
lean on a door frame.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Not hands on hips. Like
okay.
More like stretching and a few jumps maybe.
I do a few jumps. That gets like the energy going in my body because I usually feel dead inside before that.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just a rod. I'm just very stiff.
Yeah. For people who don't know what power posing is, power posing was actually created by my friend Amy Cuddy. Some people say psychologically it works if you believe it.
Anything does.
And I believe that as well.
Placebo.
Surgery
Placebo
works
is actually
if you believe it. Otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no.
Oh my god, our rat. Oh my god. So, you know what? It's because we haven't acknowledged her yet.
Oh, sorry.
I can't drink. I've never actually had a drink before I went on stage. And I think if I had a drink before I went on stage, I would just be like, are you guys ready? Oh! And then I'd just vomit on everyone.
With what? With how many drinks?
Half a glass of wine would really push me over the edge.
How long have you been sober for?
I'm not, just to be clear, we're not sober.
Okay.
We do what feels right at the time.
Which is no drinking.
Shrooms. Is shrooms.
You do shrooms?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't microdose?
I've never done a shroom or microdosed anything.
What?
Yeah.
My queen, tell me you're not actually depressed without telling me you're not actually depressed.
I don't, I'm not in my friendship group doesn't have that kind of stuff to give to me. And I'm not going to go out and pursue it myself.
So crazy you just called me not your friend, but I hear you. I do. Okay, so it's funny because I have this joke that is actually true, which is I don't drink or smoke, but I do coke, shroom, and molly because I care about my skin.
Okay.
and for me, it's like, well, have I done cocaine? Who's to say, if you saw me do it in New York City? No, you didn't,
Okay.
But Fast Times.
Have you seen that picture of Taylor Swift where she has loads of bogeys in her nose? And everyone's like, oh, she just did loads of coke. And then, I don't know, bogey specialist came out on Twitter and was like, no, these are bogeys.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard, that someone, like their job description is a bogey specialist. They're like, no.
I just made that bit up, but I feel like it was basically a bogey specialist.
No, but you have to be. That's their, I want to see their Twitter bio. And it's like, I know everything about boogers. Me, I'm the booger queen. Is that their Twitter handle, booger queen? Also, I'm sorry, but you can't rebrand Twitter to X. No one's calling it X. And especially when they do, they say X formerly Twitter. So it's not as if they've even said, they're not always giving up Twitter.
It's not absorbed to me. It's like, I see it as like this little man's silly idea.
This little man with his little idea.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like a stupid man's little phase. And I'm like, no.
Do you see him as Lord Farquaad? I'm just sad that I might not have a thigh gap right now. It's really so close.
Fuck your dad.
Wait, what?
Because that's so like.
Where did that come from?
That's so whatever. Like, I wish I was close to having. I wish I was I wish.
I want you to get there, so I'm gonna let you You're digging every single time you say "I wish."
This complaint.
You're just
to
shoveling
me
more dirt in the grave.
Complaint of a privileged woman.
Because I once had a thigh gap.
Because you knew what it was to like. It's better to have loved and lost.
Yeah, and I did this to myself. I have no one to blame but me and Zoloft. But because I had a thigh gap before Zoloft, and then Zoloft just let me pack on the pounds.
Because it gave you. Do you think before you had too much anxiety, and so you were just like a sort of afraid?
I was an exercise robot to get the anxiousness out, but also because I think it retains water weight.
Zoloft does.
Yeah, it's an SSRI.
So what workouts were you doing?
Everything.
All the time?
I was so fucking hot and ripped. My abs had abs. I was so ripped that there's like this thing that I haven't told you about that is like, don't change your opinion of me.
Okay.
I once competed for Miss New York.
Really?
This is so long ago, and
How old were you?
I mean, I was just a baby. It was so small you could barely see me. But like, I didn't realize that all the other girls, what they did was just not eat. So they were
Well,
skinny
they just eat
fat.
like fish and vegetables.
No, nothing. Like I remember watching one girl cut up a whole potato. She spent the whole meal cutting up the potato, having one bite of it, and then going to vomit it. So girls were either not eating, vomiting, or it's just like skinny
Can
fat.
you just like stay there while I write this down?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find my phone.
And what I did was the mistake of working out.
Okay.
So I was like ripped.
hungry.
I was shredded. So girls came to the conference.
As opposed to being like anemic, just bone.
Yes. So girls came and they thought I was like the concierge, and they're like, "Can you carry my bags?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, just because I have a muscle, you think I can carry your bag?"
Wow.
Sure. But do you know what I won at this beauty pageant? A pageant for beauty.
What did
I'm
you
waiting.
win? A bag of popcorn?
No, keep going. Yes.
A computer mouse.
A
Trip to Bognor Regis. Pontins. I don't know if they have a Pontins in Bognor Regis.
Are you ready for the answer?
One more guess. A pair of loafers, non-leather. A date with a 5'1" man called Kevin.
I won an award for my writing.
Oh, poor thing.
At a beauty pageant, I won an award for my brain.
Oh no, that's really insulting.
It's really rough. Yeah.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone.
Yes, because at this point, I was literally asking people
to objectify
me.
Disregard the intellect completely.
100%. And all they were like, "Oh, ooh, it's so hard to look at you, but we read what you wrote.
And you know what?
And you're the only person who could write." And they gave everyone else a literal award that was like a huge sculpture.
Wait, can I see this photo of you?
And it is painful to look at now.
How old were you?
Why do you keep asking my age, Bella?
I just want to know how old you were at this point in time.
Okay, this 23, 24.
Wow. We'll insert it for any of the viewers. You're fucking ripped.
Ripped. Shredded.
Okay, so what was the routine?
Not eating.
And
no, I'm just kidding.
So much.
So this is I had no social life. I worked out. At this point I was still working in finance, so I had a desk job. And my job was so boring that what I did was I also made sure to write down. My body just regurgitated.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh God, please don't do this again." I had a food diary, so I wrote down literally everything I ate.
Yeah, and weighed it.
I did not do that. No, what I did was
what?
So I had
where you were going wrong.
I had like 4 eggs in the morning.
You didn't weigh the eggs.
Weigh an egg? See, now that's not about losing weight. That's just mental illness.
I've definitely been through phases where I've weighed eggs. Wait, you tell me.
He agrees with me.
Wait, I thought it was normal to weigh an egg.
Why would you weigh an egg?
To put it in your Fitness Pal.
An egg is an egg.
I know, but
My Fitness Pal is an app for anorexics, and you know it.
I know. Do you know when I first got my Fitness Pal? 2007.
Were you also dating my ex who made
No.
me get it to go keto? And then he said,
What?
you're too fat. You need to go keto. And when I went keto, he goes, if you lose any more weight, I'll break up with you.
What?
Crazy. And honestly, I was so hot, but really sad. But I think that was a good combination
I think
for me.
I'd rather be really hot and really sad than whatever I am now.
I think being really skinny and sad is just being Kristen Stewart.
I think, yeah, it is being Kristen Stewart, and who doesn't want to be her?
We all want to be her.
Because then you get to listen to The National and like truly relate to it.
Do you want to be vampire era Kristen Stewart or do you want to be lesbian era Kristen Stewart?
I want to be swallowing the pearls as Princess Diana Kristen Stewart.
When I hear you speak,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I forget you're hot because you're such an eloquent speaker.
No way.
And I just zoomed out. I just had this moment where I zoomed out.
You think I'm hot?
Well, I just was like, I want to objectify you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Like we're in a beauty pageant. I'm like, I know, here I am just giving you awards for your writing. And I'm like, but what about your beauty?
I went to an all-girls school for the whole time.
Yeah.
And all-girls private schools in London are like famous for being eating disorder havens.
So hot.
But mine didn't have one.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Disgusting.
And I'm just like, oh,
Vile.
you had one job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was to have an eating disorder.
Which was to give me, that was the one thing that you couldn't teach me. Although I did end up weighing eggs, and I still weigh eggs sometimes.
Yeah, that's a problem. An egg isn't. Wait, okay, so the moral of the story is all the girls who got awards for like Miss Congeniality,
Right.
Miss like swimsuit, wherever the fuck they all got these trophies. And when it came to me, they're like, wow, Leah knows how to write. And they gave me a t-shirt.
What? Saying what? I know how to write.
It was like someone like hand wrote Miss New York on it.
I've got a issue that I wanted to talk about.
Pivot, go on, Bella.
Okay, so I used to have a flatmate. She was fully like a basket case. Insane. All the three other girls that lived in the flat, we were like fully frightened of her because her behavior was so erratic and unpredictable. She then finally has left in a puff of smoke. Some stuff happened before she left, which I'll talk about later.
Did she place a hex? Did you sage her room after she left?
Yeah, we did sage her room.
Okay, good.
We had to go in. We went to this herbal store near the flat, and we were like, "Do you have any sage? It's an emergency."
Okay. Did you also hire a witch to do an exorcism?
No, I kind of did that myself. It was like a home job.
Oh wow,
It was
you guys
DIY
you
witch.
cheaped. Yeah, you cheaped out on it.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay,
it
go
wasn't
on.
in the budget.
to
My
banish the
flatmate-
evil spirits.
Okay, so I'll tell you about all the things that happened before she left.
yeah.
And then I'll tell you about the actual new thing I want to talk about. Before she left, so one of my flatmates is this very lovely, quiet girl, unassuming, gorgeous. Everything about her is like, but she's
She sounds terrible.
she plays it safe. She's just a very sweet
yeah.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she was driven to a point of such insanity by my old housemate, who was like loud, crazy, slamming, smashing, like bullying people, that the day before she left, this sweet girl that I'm friends with came down to my room and was like, "I've done something." I'm like, "What have you done?" She's like, "So you know how I'm really good at taking machines apart and putting them back together?" She came into my room, this friend, and said, "I took apart her entire mini keyboard. I put a patted dry anchovy under each key, and then I put it back together again."
This was her rat-tastic confession.
This was her rat-tastic confession. And she was like, "I just wanted to tell someone."
But just know, I just want you to know that she's capable of evil.
I think that is, and I've told so many people about that, and they've been like, either, haha, I get it, that's hilarious, or, oh, that's fucking horrible.
No, I think it's incredible.
I also think it's kind of incredible.
I think it's incredible, but now buyer beware.
There's a new housemate. I really like her.
But
She keeps falling down the stairs.
So she's perfect? So she's a perfect human? I'm sorry, but nothing is funnier to me than people falling. And I swear there's such Schadenfreude. Like anytime I laugh at someone falling, I immediately karmically fall. Like no matter what. No matter what. Like I will trip over nothing. Like I'll like sprain my ankle. It doesn't matter. But if you fall, we have the right to laugh. And that is it. It's just a flight of stairs. Like let me laugh. What's so wrong? Okay, you broke your ankle. It was hilarious.
It happened once and I was like, oh God, are you okay? And then it's just happened like nearly every day since then. Like it just keeps happening. And like, I genuinely think like she's not dyspraxic. Like she's a very elegant woman. I genuinely just think getting to the bottom of the stairs is not her priority. Like I just don't think that it's something that she prioritizes in her life. Like I think she's just got other shit going on, and I just don't think that it's something that I think she just delegates the work to gravity.
Do you think she's overwhelmed by stairs? Do you think she sees them and goes, oh no, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy every time? She's like, I'm gonna fall down the stairs, and then she psychs herself out.
But it's like I can't give her the same reaction as I did the first time she fell down the stairs. Because now it's like the 8th time that I've been in the house and I just hear like
do you laugh? But do you laugh?
Well, it's kind of like in this weird zone between like funny and truly like a human accident.
Did you see White Lotus?
Yes.
Season 2?
Yes.
Okay, so you know at the end when she's on the yacht after she kills everyone and she goes, you got this! And then she immediately dies.
Derpy fool.
That's what I feel like your roommate is doing. Where she really like psychs herself up to go down the stairs and then she just dies.
Okay, she's improved. So like before it was like 50%, then she just fall. Now she just gets like 80% of the way down and then she just fucking decks it.
Okay. Now this is the time that I divulge a secret about my poor husband.
Okay.
He is so afraid to go downstairs. And so when you're hearing this, I'm just like, oh my God, this is my husband.
Also in your apartment, there's like there isn't a banister.
Which is so weird.
There's a stair. There's like, it's very classy kind of modern building, but it's like stairs, classy wall. No, then you're dead. Luck.
Yeah, you're dead. He actually, when we go downstairs, I'll be like, honey, you got this.
Does he get that? But it is a self-fulfilling prophecy because you're like, oh, I'm gonna fall. Oh, it's too late.
If you think you're gonna trip, you're gonna trip.
It's like if you think you're gonna bomb, like you probably will.
Which is what happens every time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I literally watch my husband's feet go down the stairs and it makes me love him a little less. I'm like, oh no, this can't be real.
When I see vulnerability in my boyfriend, it makes me love him more to an extent.
Oh.
Unless it's a vulnerability that is then my responsibility.
But it's stairs.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if we're running for a train. Oh my God. When we were in New York, this is so crazy. We were in New York and we were running for the subway, not the tube, the subway. And we were running for the subway and I'm on the train and I'm thinking, God damn it, Adam, just get down the stairs. The train is open. Like the doors are about to close and he falls into the subway.
Oh no.
But he made it because he fell.
Yeah.
And if he hadn't fallen, he wouldn't have made it.
Mm-hmm.
And just those little big feet got in the way. Those little thumpers.
Wow.
But yeah,
but isn't he quite a coordinated guy?
No.
He looks coordinated.
He would love to hear that.
Is he sporty? Doesn't he like play football or just watch it?
He loves football. He's a runner.
Well then surely it's like stairs is like kind of one of the
he's very
running.
It's just do you know, he's like watch every step. And it's like, oh God, no, not again. And it hasn't ever gotten better.
I feel like...
So what I'm saying is she's going to have a real accident. How many stairs are there? Is it enough to really hurt yourself?
So there are two flights. There's one coming up from the ground to my flat. And there's one going from my level up to the next bit.
Yeah.
She falls a lot going down to the front door.
Yeah.
Because there isn't we need a sensor light for that bit and it's just darkness.
Falls a lot.
So she's just like falling in the blackness and then hitting the door.
That is so stupid. stupid. Wait, is the floor slippery? Is it wood? Is it
It's
carpet?
It's carpet, so kind of grippy. If anything, I think it's just like.
Does everyone else fall?
I think she just doesn't believe in herself.
I'm crying.
I think she's just like.
What? It's just.
But a lot of the time it's. A lot of the time.
This is such a tragedy. Oh my god.
A lot of the time it's like she'll. A lot of the time she's making a drink, and I think that's like overwhelms her. And then, so that the flight going from like my bedroom floor to her bedroom floor. I'm crying.
I just feel like
She often falls up. She falls up as well.
We're gonna fall down the stairs on the way.
She falls down to the front door and she falls up going up to her room.
I think at this point it's karmic.
I don't. What do you think? She did something to someone else, and now she's constantly falling.
Yeah, this has been her punishment. This is her. I think she left her last place because she probably had a big slip.
She's so sweet, and then she like kind of. She just passes it off as no big deal, and it's like the 17th time that she's fallen. And she's just like, I guess I'm just a kind of clumsy girly. And I'm like, no, babe, like, you need to get it together. Like, you can't just be living your life like this, you know?
What else does she do? Like, what else? What other weird stuff is happening? Because that's such a big deal to brush off.
Like, that's the weirdest thing is that that's the only abnormal thing. Like, she's such a nice, normal person.
Such a big thing.
Just hear her.
Like, she's going to come back with a peg leg. And you're like, what happened? And she's like, I'm just a normal girly. Nothing weird happened. I just... like, everyone gets a leg amputated. Like, it's fine. Like, without any backstory. She writes off like the biggest things.
She did make a thing. She did make a thing of telling us at the beginning that she had weak ankles, as if it was like a really important detail. And I was like, well, doesn't everyone kind of have weak ankles? And she was like, no.
This has been a problem her whole life. So she's fallen down every stair that's ever existed.
I just think that it would impact you on a psychological level if you just didn't trust
yourself. It impacts
yourself.
me, and I don't even know her.
Yeah. Let's
just
wrap it up.
Head into our rat of the week.
Let's head into the rat of the week.
Mine would be stairs, but
yours would be the girl that falls down the stairs. That's like the girl with the dragon tattoo, but it's a different movie. It's the girl that falls down the stairs every day.
Imagine if your tattoo was stairs.
It's like if I had a lower back tattoo, it would say "Don't push me."
Really dark.
Because I hate it when people push me
from your back.
Yeah, like
I'm thinking of a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I'm trying. I would have a tramp stamp saying, "Don't get anywhere push me.
Don't push me because I don't do anal."
Yeah, don't push me to anything.
Yeah, I know you're looking at my asshole right now, but I'm letting you know it's not going to happen, buddy. Yeah, my rat of the week is men who push for anal.
Yeah, my rat of the week is, I think it's like the staircase in my flat. The staircase in my flat going down to the front door that doesn't have a sensor light.
Mine could be the staircase down to my front door that doesn't have a handrail.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the rat is the stairs at the moment.
The rat is the stairs at the moment.
And that's okay.
I don't have a problem with stairs. I want to be clear stairs. I want to let you know we're not at war.
I'm fine with stairs. I just turn on my torchlight if it's a bit dark on my phone.
I just think people who have a problem with stairs, they need to get their shit together.
Yeah, it's hard.
Should we get her an ankle brace?
Maybe should
we start a GoFundMe?
Yeah, maybe she just needs to do some ankle exercises, like walk around with some weights or something.
How do you get such weak ankles?
I don't know, because I don't know how you let them atrophy, because like you kind of use them for every basic functional thing.
Actually, to have weak ankles is very odd.
Let's have a mannish word, please.
Hirsute.
Hirsute?
Hirsute.
Yeah. Okay, so
let's try to define.
I think hirsute means it's a pursuit that's distinctly feminine. Like when people say herstory instead of history.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing.
Okay.
Like the hirsute of happiness or whatever.
Exactly. And it's a woman who divorces a evil man and gets on with her life and eventually either finds someone so much better or is happy alone.
Yeah.
A hirsute of happiness.
Yeah, that's hirsute.
Stu?
Sorry, what is it?
Just hairy.
This means hairy.
Yeah.
Can you spell it?
Hirsute.
HIRSUTE.
Why did you get Scottish on the R?
Arr.
Or pirate?
I was going for American.
LOL.
HIRSUTE. My God. Don't know what
I should have asked for the spelling before I went into what I thought it meant.
I thought it was like pursuit, but
Me
hirsute.
too. That's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
No, it wasn't.
No, so for everyone who thought it was women's liberation, it is in fact women's anti-liberation. Well, actually,
No,
being
it kind of is. It's kind of part
Yeah.
of hirsute to have hirsute in a way.
yeah, because if
Because
you
it's
have
been
hairy
like,
legs,
fuck you. You got to think like, if I lived on an island with only women, would I shave my legs?
no,
No.
yeah, I think we stand by our definition today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, thanks
This
for
has
letting
been
us
Rats of
learn.
the Roundtable. Have a great week, everyone.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Live from the sewers.
Life from the sewers.
This has been Rats of the Roundtable.
Thanks for listening.
Rats of the Roundtable is a Turtle Canyon comedy production produced by me, Stuart Laws. Please rate, review, subscribe, share the podcast so that more people can listen to it. Thank you very much for supporting.